From Stealing Fire on page 79. Black balloons. Black balloons appear menacingly on your city skyline like feral ink spots on a cold marble canvas. Everywhere they're detected, black balloons draw stares and gain attention as if they were an architect's final love letter to the masses. Black balloons punctuate the sea above us with inverted exclamation marks, catching the wave of a slipstream by riding that breeze away from the familiar towards the east, in which they make their pilgrimage into the embrace of the unforgettable. Black balloons, they weigh a ton. Obtaining these routes with a purpose and fascination by mimicking the generational knowledge of elephants passed down via their bloodline, those black balloons, they weigh a ton. Black balloons gaze down upon you quietly with a mother's love while passing through your town in the mid-afternoon like a transient heading home without a ticket. Black balloons, they weigh a ton. Let's read another one. From page 98, Mithra's Crown. Emotional echoes, silent alarms, and the unvoiced cravings for a ghost from one's past. To the transient guests of the heart who seek habitat and connection from past memories of yesteryear. Outside this perimeter of comfort is there something far larger that can move through me. This ray of light conceived through pain and discomfort reveals itself to shine brighter than most, rivaled only by Mithra's crown. This illumination coincides with the internal monologues of self-belief and self-worth, to acknowledge and break bread with the shadow, to ignore the house and bet everything on Black 27. Hiring yourself as the detective who's investigating the case of your promise and potential, that green light authority, the forward momentum of conviction and faith, paying no mind to the cast of characters who hijack control and create narratives solely to empower themselves, with an unhealthy obsession based and bound in their identity by their chains of oppression that creepily veers off into BDSM territories. Is there a solution through submission? Surface level conversations devoid of any substance, just unabashed posturing, acknowledge that red flag that flaps widely above them from the air of their virtue, channeling that old Puritan energy in a modern day setting. What I've come to learn in this inverted world, what is true and what is false, what is life and what is art, what indeed is real and what is performance. When these two opposing elements intersect with each other, that's when the magic appears and life becomes truly interesting. Let's make it a trilogy, yeah? On page 139. The wind speaks knowledge. Memories of walking in the wind as a child as the rain anoints my forehead 1,000 times over. I say walking when in actual fact I meant aggressively pushing towards and against its element as old as time itself. Oh, the sweet arrogance of youth. This personal exercise of mine always resulted in my anger conquering and getting the better of me. You see, I believe this raw emotion was born from a place where I had no control in the immediate. It was plain to see. Never mind feel that wind, in fact, he was the one that was dictating the song and not myself. An ancient ritualistic dance where this element took the lead and I passively took its cue to follow. What slowly began to dawn on me was that the wind is freedom encapsulated, which cannot be restrained nor contained. As I look back on this from afar, I realize that my anger was misplaced, and more to do with not having the freedom that was displayed to me on that grey afternoon decades ago, and not the issue of control which I originally concluded. On reflection, I believe this element was imparting and dropping knowledge on my young crown, i.e. what warrants your immediate attention, that a child like yourself would wrestle and push forward against the epitome of freedom. Slow your roll, young one, and acknowledge the beauty that surrounds you. From Stealing Fire. Somewhere in a cemetery in Canbourne, I bid you goodbye.